Yo, what's good, Cowboy Nation? JT Wolf here, representing the 14 Rings NFC East podcast. I'm here to bring you another episode of Barbershop Talk with JT. I'm here. Welcome back. I'm back. All right, I'm going to talk to y'all about the matchup between the Detroit Lions against the Dallas Cowboys Thursday night. When you catch this episode, it'll be right before game time. So definitely stay tuned and look forward to the episode. I'm going to touch base on some key matchups against the Detroit Lions, what Dallas Cowboys need to do to claim victory against them in Detroit. This is another big game. Cowboys on a win streak right now. Let's keep it going one game at a time. Some things I need to see in this matchup. The Cowboys need to play fast and physical. When they're at their fast point and their physical point is where they're in sync, tuned in, locked in, and executing the plays and establishing the physicality, which means running the football. Javonte Williams is 45 yards away from getting his first 1,000-yard season. Congratulations, Javonte Williams. You're almost at that point. You got a couple games to get it. I believe you'll get it in this game against Detroit. I wouldn't have it any other way. Establish the run game. Get Malik Davis going as well. He's the 1-2 punch with Javonte Williams. Execute the run game where it needs to be. The offensive line is playing a lot better. We're going to be without Tyler Guyton in this game, so Nate Thomas is more than likely getting the nod at left tackle. And he didn't do too bad last week against the Chiefs. No sacks were allowed in the game against the Chiefs last week. Phenomenal job, offensive line. Continue to pace against this pass rush with Detroit. Aiden Hutchinson is back, and normally when he plays us, he sometimes gets home. I don't want him to hit home at all tomorrow. Cowboys Nation, another thing that you need to look for is having our two receivers, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and having a big game. I believe these two will have a big game, especially with the corners for Detroit being out. They put Kirby Joseph, he is out for this game, and they put Terrion Arnold on IR. So both of them will not be in this game. I'm not sure about Brian Branch, but I definitely know the linebacker room for Detroit is nothing to sneeze at. This defense is nothing to sneeze at with what they're able to do, but I know that they're weak. And if we're able to establish a fast and physical game plan against Detroit, that is going to be key in order to execute what we need to do to get the dub. The next thing I'm looking for is also to align of the physicality is attacking when you smell blood in the water. One thing that I noticed in the game against the Chiefs is that when we were moving the football, we were immobilizing the Chiefs defense, and I could sense and smell the blood in the water whenever Dallas was on offense because they were looking to attack. I need them to keep doing that in this game against Detroit because that's going to establish your presence as well as your dominance. Another key thing to look for is never underestimate your opponent. Take the Detroit Lions very seriously. This is a key matchup. Shout out to Jimmy Johnson with this quote, "Don't be cute, don't be pretty, be good." Dallas Cowboys, be good. None of that cute stuff. Get that out the window. None of that pretty stuff. It can kick rocks. I need to see good physical football. If you execute that correctly, you will get the dub. Another key thing that I would like to see from my defense is bend but don't break. I understand Eberflus would like to do more of the zone coverages. That's not bad, but that shouldn't be the main focal point. In this matchup, I believe Dallas is going to have to play man, apply the pressure, and lock down their guy one-on-one. This defense has been improving, especially with Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark being able to rush and pretty much just destroy the front gap of the offensive line, putting pressure on the quarterback to move. The more and more I'm looking at it, the more and more I'm seeing that the defensive line is getting better. They're getting healthier. Jadeveon Clowney is a game-time decision. I know he's coming off an injury, so he he's questionable at the moment, but right now he's having a really good season with the Cowboys, just being able to come in the later part and just establish what he can bring. He's a really key person that helps with the pass rushing. As a Raku, hey, he's improving too, and he's a rookie. I actually wouldn't mind putting a bid for him being Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's got my vote. He just needs to continue to improve. Dante Fowler coming off the bench is definitely key because when he's out there full time, he's not making the impacts that he needs to. And I don't really see him as a main starter. But at the same time, it's just being able to execute, being able to generate a rush. And that's something that Dallas has been lacking, but has improved, especially with the pressure applied in the middle. Quentin Williams, big queen piece on the chessboard that really helps out the front of that front four. I don't think they do more of the front five like they normally did before he got there. It's just four on the line, rush, apply the pressure, and it's where it needs to be. I'm happy with what I've seen from Quentin Williams, and I'm happy on how the defense has improved since the trades. It's really key that they made those trades because the guys they had in there could not get the job done. But in this matchup against Detroit, they have the guys now to execute what they need to. Continue the momentum. Eberflus, build on this. Put your ego aside. Front office, put your ego aside and allow Shotty to cook. It's marinating right now. This team is red hot when it needs to be. Keep that physicality. I need to see that on offense and defense. Another thing that I want to see from my defense is being able to generate turnovers. Now, I thought Trayvon Diggs was going to come back in this game, but he's still under that 21-day window. And with that 21-day window, he was limited this week, especially with his injuries. I want them to take their time with him. He's got a couple more. I think he's got maybe about 14 more days, maybe 15 more days. So just got to see. Maybe he'll come for the next matchup, and from there we should be at full strength. But at the same time, also know that Malik Hooker is questionable as well because he had an injury as well. So depending on what happens, we may have to put Marquise Bell in there in case Malik Hooker can't go. But all the other guys were full participants. I know Kalen Carson was in there, Deron Bland. I think Osa was in there as well. And Hakeem Adeniji, he's a lineman. I think he's a guard. He was a full participant. So depending on what happens, especially in that left tackle spot, we just got to see how that plays out. But Nate Thomas right now is looking like he has the nod to go into this matchup tomorrow on Thursday. So we'll see how it plays out. I believe we can win this game, but we have to play sound football. And the key things are playing fast and physical, bend but don't break on defense, make force turnovers, and play complementary ball. That's one thing that I need to see the Cowboys continue the momentum and going. And it's just stacking one game at a time. And who knows, sky's the limit. We still got a couple more games to go, but we control our destiny. Now, I wish we did this a little sooner, but it's working at the right time. And I'm enjoying the ride. And Cowboys Nation, I want y'all to enjoy the ride as well. Have fun. This is a fun season, and it's all smiles right now. But on a serious note, this game is personal. What I mean by this game being personal, last year, I know most of y'all remember what happened last year. Inexcusable. It's personal. Cowboys, I want y'all to play a clean game, but keep it personal. Show that you're the dominant team. And punish the Lions. I mean that. Nah, this game's bigger than that. Personal. Get the dub, Dallas. I believe in you, Dallas, and I know Cowboys Nation believes in you as well. Get this dub. We need this. And that wraps up the Barbershop Talk for today. Thank you for everybody tuned in. If you like what you saw, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Threads, Apple Radio, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Everyone have a blessed one. DC for life. Blessings. Much love. Always keep your head on the swivel. JT Wolf out. Peace.